Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. So in this episode, we're going to talk about Autofarm and their token, Auto token. So if you guys are already aware, Binance Smart Chain is pretty much, the talk of the town right now. It's having some of the most highest total value locked in the recent weeks, and there's a lot of inflow of both retail investors as well as some of the big investors from Ethereum who are trying to get away from the high gas fees that Ethereum offers, and also the low transaction speeds that Ethereum is undergoing right now because of the scalability issue. So Binance Smart Chain is already producing numerous millionaires right now, and I know a couple of my friends who have invested in PancakeSwap and BNB tokens very early. They're sitting on a huge pile of cash right now, and they just instantly became millionaires out of nowhere in 2021, right? So if you guys feel like you have missed out on Binance Coin or Cake tokens, again, those are some of the biggest tokens in the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem, apart from Venus and a few bunch of other tokens. But if you feel like you have missed out, then this particular project and this token is for you, right? The reason is, again, despite its ginormous price point, it's relatively undervalued, and it's less of it's relatively less talked about in the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem overall, right? Because many new retail investors, when they enter the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem, they're bombarded with PancakeSwap, they're bombarded with Pancake Bunny, and they're also getting exposed to Venus, Beefy, but not a lot of people are talking about Autofarm, right? So what is Autofarm? So Autofarm is this platform on the Binance Smart Chain that allows you to aggregate or earn auto compounding rewards on your locked liquidity value, right? Or you can even deposit single token liquidity from different pools, and you will be earning some really good APYs. And the benefit of this particular platform is that it auto compounds your returns, right? So if you go to their website autoform.network, you'll be able to do your due diligence, and you'll be able to see some really cool numbers which has pretty much exploded in the past month. So it's pretty crazy how this ecosystem is growing at a greater pace, right, every single day. And it's clearly on track to dethrone Ethereum completely, right? At least for the time being. So if you see, the total value locked is $1.6 billion. Again, this, although it may seem pretty high, it's actually relatively low compared to several Ethereum based projects such as YFI, Aave, MakerDAO. Like so many projects have way more total value locked than Autofarm, right? And to think that Autofarm is overpriced, or you missed your opportunity to invest in this project, you're definitely wrong on that one. Because again, I personally and so many other technical analysts whom I have asked, they are pretty much saying that this is a really big sleeping giant, right? Again, that does not mean that this video contains financial advice, so please do your own research. But at the same time, if you are looking to invest in a really good quality project that allows you to earn auto compound your yield and make you some really good capital gains along the way, then this project is definitely the one for you, right? So if you see, if you don't already have Binance Smart Chain in your MetaMask wallet, you can obviously go to YouTube and search for several tutorials. There are people literally making tutorials every single day right now on how to link Binance Smart Chain on your MetaMask wallet. But if you already have Binance Smart Chain and MetaMask wallet, and if you're looking for projects to invest, then you can do your research on this project. I'm pretty sure that you'll be amazed, just like how I am amazed by this project. So they have two different chains, right? And this is one of the most unique features of Autoform that not a lot of people talk about, right? So if you see, BSC is Binance Smart Chain, and they also have HECO. If you click HECO, they have some really different tokens, and some of these tokens are not really well known. And this is, I think, something that's overlooked by many people, right? This HECO is Huobi Ecochain, right? So what does that mean? So just like Binance Smart Chain, which is basically this centralized DeFi or CDFi for short, that is created by this Binance, the largest exchange based on volume, which is Binance. Huobi Global is another big exchange, although it's not very popular in the West. It's very popular in Asia, and it has a very strong presence in China and the Southeast Asian market, right? So Huobi Global is silently creating their own ecosystem, which is claiming to be much more faster than Binance Smart Chain. And they have some really good tokens that I'll definitely cover in my future videos. They also have a means by which you can integrate the Huobi Eco chain on the MetaMask wallet, and you would be able to participate on Autofarm, which most people only know serves the Binance Smart Chain purpose. It also serves Eco chain, which is basically Huobi ecosystem, right? So that's again pretty interesting, because if you see, most people, when it comes to a functional smart contract blockchain, Ethereum is the number one, right? Polkadot, they're very early, and there are some cool projects that are coming in, but at the same time, they're going to have their parachain auctions pretty soon, and that's going to be first on the Kusama ecosystem, and then it will be on the Polkadot ecosystem, right? So it is going to take some time. There's not a lot of functioning or working projects as of now on the Polkadot blockchain itself, where you can, it's not like you can link your MetaMask to the Polkadot ecosystem and start interacting it away, right? There are things still in the work, but once Polkadot comes in, I'm pretty sure it will take a bit of market share from Binance Smart Chain. But if you see, Binance Smart Chain is the second, most well-known, blockchain smart contract-based ecosystem next to Ethereum. But Huobi Ecochain is coming behind very silently. Again, very silently in the sense it's not very well known in the West as of now. But I do feel like in a few months, Huobi Ecochain would be one of the prime competitors for Binance Smart Chain, right? But again, I don't know if you're hearing about this first from my channel, but if you're hearing this first from my channel, then I'm happy to walk you through some of the really cool tokens of the Huobi ecosystem. So again, if you are interested in that, then you can subscribe to my channel and make sure that you ping the bell icon so that you are early adopter of the Huobi eco chain, which I'll be covering pretty much in detail in the next couple of weeks. So going back to the Binance Smart Chain, if you see, that's one of the really cool things about Autoform that most people don't know. It has two ecosystems in the same platform, and you can interact with Autoform using the Binance Smart Chain and the Huobi Eco Chain, right? Which, if you already know Huobi Eco Chain, you have some pretty good options to earn some really insane APYs through Autoform, which again, it has even more faster transactions than Binance Smart Chain and way less cheaper fees compared to Binance Smart Chain, right? It's 1/10 of a cent, something like that, which is pretty cool. Okay, but let's go back to the Binance Smart Chain. Binance Smart Chain is pretty much the most popular version. The Binance Smart Chain version of Autofarm is the most popular version. So if you scroll below, you can clearly see that they have several different farms. By default, they give you the full list of farms, right? And there are some really high risk ones which give like mind-boggling APYs, but there are some mid to low risk ones which I would probably suggest for people who are new to this game. Again, if you are having a very high risk tolerance and you're able to understand what you're doing, and you do your own research, then the high risk ones may be for you, right? But if you're trying to test the waters, then you might as well just start with low risk APYs in this protocol, and the low risk APYs are pretty much above 100% APY, right? So the low risk itself is pretty good, when it comes to the yield, but the high risk ones can give you like hundreds of thousands of percent per year, which is incredible, right? Okay, let's start with the basic one, the auto farm. You click auto and it shows you the auto farm, and there's only one farm right now, which is wrapped BNB auto liquidity pool token, right? So what does this tell us? So basically, if you are not aware of the Binance Smart Chain, Binance Coin BNB is the gas for the Binance Smart Chain, right? And you can participate in liquidity pool providing, incentives by wrapping your Binance Coin, which you can pretty much do on PancakeSwap. All you need to do is, go to the exchange on PancakeSwap and click the Binance Coin as the input token, and the output token is going to be WBNB, which is wrapped BNB. You just pay a very small fee, and then you get your wrapped BNB. That's pretty simple, right? And then you can also buy Autofarm on PancakeSwap itself. So auto tokens can be purchased from Binance, pretty much like most of the exchanges, but I would suggest PancakeSwap because it has pretty low slippage and very high liquidity, right? So buy wrapped BNB and auto tokens. Make sure that you buy it in relatively equal amounts, so that when you provide liquidity, you are basically providing liquidity in equal proportions, right? That's how you have to provide liquidity in the first place. So what you do is go to the liquidity option on the PancakeSwap, and then provide, it will give you an option of which is the input and which is the, what are the liquidity pairs that you're going to choose. Choose auto and WBNB, provide liquidity, you will pay a very little fee, and then you'll get your liquidity provider tokens, right? So what you're basically doing is you're providing liquidity to this pool, and you're earning a portion of the commissions on people who trade between these two pairs, right? Which is one of the main ways by which you can earn a passive income. But there is impermanent loss, which is something that you have to look into. Impermanent loss is basically, as more people buy auto tokens, when you provide, let's say, $50 worth of auto and $50 worth of wrapped BNB, okay? As more people buy auto tokens, you will have less of auto tokens in your pool and more Binance Coin tokens, right? Both of these tokens are pretty valuable tokens, in my opinion. But if you are, if you're worried about, losing your initial amount of auto that you provided via your liquidity pool, when you initially liquidity pool your tokens, then impermanent loss is something that you have to be worried about. And but the total value of the tokens will never change, right? Because you're going to get sometimes more of one token and less of another token as the liquidity pool kind of balances itself, but the total value will remain the same. In fact, the total value will increase, because as people start trading between auto and wrapped BNB, they are paying fees, and depending on what your proportion of the liquidity is in the overall pool of liquidity, you will earn a very tiny fraction of fees, right? And that's how decentralized exchanges work in general. And when you provide liquidity on PancakeSwap, you can get liquidity pool tokens, which is LP tokens, which you can deposit here by clicking this option. It's pretty straightforward. You just click max, or how much ever percent you want to give liquidity to, click deposit, and then you pay a small fee, and there you go, you are already in this farm right now, right? But one thing that you need to definitely do research on is, if you scroll below, you will be able to see the vault details, you'll be able to see the fees, you'll be able to see the APY calculations, and you'll be able to see in the APY calculations, you can see farm APY, which is the APY that you'll be getting on the farming process itself, which is basically by providing liquidity. And you can see the auto APR, which is basically the amount of auto you will be earning, auto tokens that you will be earning by participating in this pool, right? So it's pretty cool, and you can clearly earn 1.12% daily and that is insanely high when it comes to any regular centralized finances, right? I'm pretty sure you will never be able to earn any of those rates in your banks ever, and that's a fact. So this is considered to be one of the low risk options in Autofarm, right? So if you're planning to participate in the Binance Smart Chain, and you are hearing about Autoform and you want to get your hands on some of the really cool gains that many people are making right now, this would be the low risk option, because you just need to go buy Auto is appreciating really well. Binance Coin is also appreciating extremely well, so you can provide a decent liquidity and earn 406.5%, which is amazing APY for a project like this, right? And if you go to Venus, which is something that most people who already are in Binance Smart Chain are pretty much aware of, you can provide individual tokens, like wrapped BNB, and earn 45.3%. Also, it's not really a great amount. It's still a really good amount for a wrapped BNB, because wrapped BNB is like going up in price, and you'll be earning some some really good really good amounts of reward by participating in this pool. You can also deposit BUSD, USD Tether, USDC. Again, all these interest rates. Again, if you have Bitcoin, if you have some spare satoshis that you want to use in this farm, you can earn 44.2%, and you'll be earning 17.8% of that 42.2% in Auto. Okay, and the overall for Bitcoin, you'll be able to earn 26.5%. And this is all compounded pretty much daily, and you'll be able to see what are the fees that you'll be paying, which is pretty important. If you have some spare Ethereum, if you feel like you are missing out on yield farming on Ethereum, you can bring your Ethereum to Binance Smart Chain and earn 53.4% via Autofarm, right? And you also have Polkadot and Link. These are some of the most popular cryptocurrencies that usually don't have a lot of yield farming activity going on in the Ethereum blockchain. But I mean, not for Link, but for Dot, right? But if you want to use the Binance bridge and bring it to Binance Smart Chain, you'll be able to use your Dot to earn some really passive income, because Dot is pretty much a long-term hold. Dot and Link are pretty much long-term hold. So when you're holding it long-term, why not just make some really good passive income? And on top of that, you'll be able to get some Auto tokens, which is also appreciating in value, right? So this is something that I consider as low risk. Again, this is even more lower risk compared to the Auto farm that I was just talking about, right? But Auto farm, this wrapped BNB Auto pool gives you really like insane yield compared to the Venus pools, right? So if you go to PCS, which is Pancake Swap, you'll be able to earn again amazing yields as well. You have single token options such as Cake, which gives you 336.5%. Again, Cake is the most popular, one of the most popular tokens in the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem, and if you hold some Cake, you'll be able to earn some really good yields, 298.7% for your Cake, and the remaining 37.9% in Auto, which is pretty cool, right? Wrapped BNB Cake liquidity pool tokens, which is pretty much the most dominating liquidity pool tokens in the Pancake Swap ecosystem, right? If you have some of those tokens, you can earn 347% as of now. Again, these APYs vary, and they are pretty much like dynamic, because of the fact that as more and more people come in, the APYs kind of decrease slightly. But despite so many people coming in to the Binance Smart Chain, the APYs are still above 100%, or sometimes even above 500%, right? So that's pretty cool. Apart from that, you can pretty much see a very wide range of list. You can even use your XRP to earn XRP and BNB, wrap BNB pool to earn 333% APY on your XRP, which is pretty cool. Again, I don't think there's any other way by which you can use your XRP. There's also some uniquely Binance Smart Chain tokens that offer you some really cool, again, if you see wrap BNB Trust Wallet token, LP pools, you can see you can earn 1.1k% per annum, which is insane, right? And you can earn 71.4% in Auto tokens, right? That's crazy. And if you see wrapped BNB and front token, wrapped BNB and BTST, which is something that I covered in one of my very early videos. You can check that out. BTCST, which is not a really good token to hold for long term, But if you bought it at the highs and you are like, you don't want to sell it and you are annoyed at yourself for buying it at high levels and you don't know what to do with it, you can pretty much use it in this liquidity pool to earn some passive income, right? Until the price goes up and you can sell it. So 4.6k% on wrapped BNB latent tree liquidity pool. Again, latent tree is an amazing project. I covered that in one of my earlier videos if you want to check that out, and you can clearly see that 4500%, it's like crazy, and 85.8% on your auto. It's insane levels, right? It's pretty much going to break Ethereum if these rates are not, again, these rates are not really long-term sustainable, but if these rates continue to remain the same, I'm pretty sure that Ethereum will, pretty much not exist. Nobody's going to use Ethereum. I'm not saying that Ethereum is not going to exist. What I'm saying is Ethereum is not going to be well known for DeFi anymore, as like Binance Smart Chain, if these insane levels continue, right? And this is what I would consider as high risk when it comes to Autofarm. B dollar is a senior edge based token where it works in such a way that it's a stable coin, but depending on the price of the one of the tokens in the ecosystem, you may earn more depending on if the stable coin's price is above $1, and you may literally like lose a lot of money if the price of one token is below one US dollar, right? So this is a very high risk farm. I myself am not really well aware of the B dollar ecosystem because I'm not really a big fan of senior edge, because again, I tried experimenting with it. It turned out to be pretty bad, and it's something that I have to constantly watch, and I'm not really that kind of an investor. I'm a really passive investor. I'm a passive income investor, so I don't really recommend any new retail folks to invest your money on B dollar or this B dollar pool on Autofarm. But if you are an experienced investor, then go ahead, you do your own research, and if you're comfortable, with the high risk, high reward theory, then go ahead and invest your money by all means. But you can clearly see that this is where you get like ridiculous APYs, right? 153,000% APY for SBDO, which is one of the tokens in the B dollar ecosystem, BUSD, which is the stablecoin, Binance stablecoin liquidity pool, and you can earn, pretty much 153,000% on your farm APY, which is basically you'll be getting more of your liquidity pool tokens compounded to you, which is cool. But your auto percent is only 27.5%, right? So if you're looking to earn auto, I would not recommend this pool to you. But if you're looking to make some really good percentage gains, you need to be clearly in this pool, again, provided you have a very high risk tolerance and you know what you're doing, right? But I personally am in the Autofarm pool because I don't mind getting a 406% APY. I know I'm not being too greedy by trying to do a lot of research to put more money into this one where I may potentially lose everything, right? But I'm gonna stick to Venus, PancakeSwap, and Auto. So if you ask my opinion, PancakeSwap and Venus are considered to be some of the safest ways to earn Auto and some relatively good and reliable yields, right? Venus is basically considered as this, opportunity where you can deposit single tokens to the pool and earn some really good, decent APYs. But auto is considered as a middle risk. It's not that risky and it's not that safe. It's not that risky and it's not that great. So you can pretty much do a really good job of making some really high APYs. And PancakeSwap, obviously, if you have some spare cake tokens or liquidity pool tokens that you're not really using for anything, you can deposit here from PancakeSwap, right? So let's look at the CoinGecko page for Autofarm. Again, by the time we were talking, auto token went up by $1,000, right? So it's pretty much going up in like $1,000 to $2,000 every single day. And the last time I looked at it, it was somewhere around like $4,000, $5,000 range, and now it's like $13.2 thousand. So it's pretty cool. Again, if you don't look at the price, don't look at the price. If you feel like the price is too high, that's because of the fact that it has some really good maximum supply. If you see, it only has 80,000 tokens, and that's it. It's a very it's like YFI, right? YFI only has 30,000 tokens, and that's one of the main reasons why the price literally shot up like crazy in the last DeFi bull run last year. And but this token is similar to YFI, but it has incredible potential on the upside, right? Again, remember the fact that this is not only for Binance Smart Chain, it's also for the Hiko chain, which is Huobi Eco but I'll cover that in my future videos. So it's currently ranked 192nd on CoinGecko based on market cap. And if you see, you can see the market cap is only $168 million, right? Again, it's not really a low cap, which is true, but it's not really it's not even in the top hundreds. It's still in it just crossed the 200th rank, and it's coming slowly towards the 50th rank on CoinGecko. And the market cap is slowly inching upwards, right? This has a potential to be $500 to $700 million market cap by the end of this month. And as more and more people are starting to realize this value, they want to make really sick gains and high yield, they are going to definitely buy this token regardless of the price, right? The only people who are worried about the price are new retail investors, because you don't really have to own one auto token, right? You only need to hold a fraction of it, and you can still participate in the really cool Autofarm ecosystem that they have, where you can provide liquidity to wrapped BNB and get some really good APYs, right? So don't worry about the market cap, it's going to go up, okay? And the supply is really strong, which is something that I really like about a token. If it has a fixed supply or a depreciating supply, I would really like that to be a part of every token, because if there's no scarcity, there's no real there's no real competition. Because if you own a scarce token, you're owning something that's very rare, just like Bitcoin, right? And you know what Bitcoin is doing right now. It's kind of like going towards the 100K mark. Every single day it's making really big gains, and it's recently crossed the $1 trillion market cap. And I believe that Autoform may potentially be the Bitcoin of the Binance Smart Chain, right? If you go to the charts, you can clearly see that it's been performing really well. You can clearly see some similarities with Bitcoin to this token. It's been like having some peaks and going down, and had a peak, went down a bit, peak, down, and then up. Now it's going up. So expect to see a bit of a pullback sometimes, not really soon, maybe in a few months. It's going to pretty much go and cross like $20,000 pretty soon, because it's been literally going vertical. There's no like convolutions or holes or anything like that. It's been a straight up from this price point, like $8,500, $8,200 or $8,100 range on 18th of Feb, and it's just shot up to 13,300, right? And I'm pretty sure it's going to keep going up. By the end of this video, I'm pretty sure it will probably cross 13,500 or 14,000 already, right? Anyway, so if you are worried about buying this token at these price points, let me ask you one thing, right? If you're holding for the long term, then this price point does not really matter, right? If you're holding for the short term, then I understand that the price point would matter, but you are still earning really good APYs, right? And sometimes you're earning like 3% per day APY, which is insanely high for any project, right? So if you ask me, I would personally buy this token even if it is $20,000 per token, right? The fundamentals are really strong. This is literally like a money printer that prints money for you, and I'm planning to hold it for long term. Again, even if the Binance Smart Chain fails, which I'm pretty sure it won't, there is another opportunity, which is another new chain that's pretty much upcoming, and I'm pretty sure that chain is also going to be a competitor for Binance Smart Chain, and that is Hiko chain. And you can use Autofarm on the Hiko chain to earn some really good gains as well, right? So this is pretty much this is going to be a really successful token, okay? If you don't believe me, watch this video by the end of this month, and you will probably understand why I'm saying this. Again, not financial advice, but I have really strong passion for this token because of its really cool tokenomics, and you can clearly see that the Bitcoin comparative is also having the exact same pattern as dollar comparative, right? Which means like this is pretty much like a carbon copy and paste of the Bitcoin comparative and the dollar comparative, which is really cool. Usually, and if you see the volume candles, look at the volume. Like people are literally buying this token despite the high prices. They don't really care about the prices because they know that this token has long-term potentials, right? And they're earning this token for free by farming, right? And that's what this token is offering, that many tokens, even tokens in the Ethereum ecosystem, are not offering, right? And that's a big plus, right? So if you see, you can only buy it from PancakeSwap today, but I'm pretty sure that there'll be more exchanges that will list it. I'm pretty sure that this token also has a potential to be listed on the Binance exchange itself, Binance centralized exchange itself, which I wouldn't really be surprised if this token is to be listed even in the next week, because this token is literally the Wi-Fi of the Ethereum ecosystem. It's the Bitcoin of the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem, and it's literally like it's even going to be the Bitcoin of the Huobi Ecochain ecosystem, right? So this token has strong fundamentals. It has really good enticing factors that makes retail and experienced investors flock into it, provide some really cool liquidity tokens with the very low fee and super fast transactions of the Binance Smart Chain to earn really good APYs for short term and long term, right? And the token is literally like 192nd ranked token. The price is quite high, but it does not matter. The price does not matter. Don't look at the price. Look at the market cap. Look at the maximum supply. Look at the APYs that's yielding for you. Look at the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem and the Hiko chain ecosystem that it's covering. That none of the projects like in Binance Smart Chain has this benefit, right? Most of the projects on Binance Smart Chain is only for Binance Smart Chain, or some of them are for Ethereum ecosystem as well. But nobody's really using Ethereum for, because I mean, not really. They're not really using it for the for yield farming, because so many people are losing more money by paying very high gas fees on Ethereum. If you're a whale, and if you are if you're a super big Ethereum fan, then I'm pretty sure that you'd be investing in Ethereum blockchain. But I don't think many retail investors would literally go near Ethereum for until Ethereum 2.0 comes in, right? So this token has incredible potential. I am super bullish on this token. Again, not financial advice. Do your own research before you put any of your money on this token. But I'm gonna keep buying this token and adding it to my wrapped BNB auto pool, and I'm gonna really be like earning some good APYs, and I'm enjoying this very well. And I'm pretty sure that this project, as it grows bigger and bigger, they also will add more features. And speaking about more features, they're also planning to add a swap feature on their website, which is going to be coming soon. So if the swap feature goes live, you can expect the price of this token to probably go even to like $40,000 to $50,000 range, right? In the short term. In the long term, even $100,000, who knows, right? And with the potential Binance listing on the way, this token is poised to be successful, right? So again, remember guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please click the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.